Hey, Sophie Andreo here. I'm going to be showing you a video tutorial here on how to create your LinkedIn profile, how to set it up. Just in summary at the very beginning, if all you want to do is listen to the first minute, which is fine, and then we're going to continue. In the first minute, I'm going to let you know that you need a profile photo, you need a background image, you need a bio that defines who you are. I would also take time to write on a document your resume, pretty much, your employment background and history and your educational background and history, because you're going to need that to fill in the blanks, and then organizations that you volunteered with or currently volunteer for, or you're on their board and you want to also add them to your LinkedIn profile. And I'll show you, it's going to end up looking like this, where you're going to have the background. Background is optional. You need to have your profile photo. That's what they're going to see next to all of your posts, plus when they're searching for you. You need to have this little bio as to what you're all about, because that also will be present when they search for you or when you're posting something. And then the rest of this we're going to fill in. We have other Coffee Break Learning video tutorials that share with you how to actually put in your activity and your posts. We have other ones that are going to share with you how to actually get endorsements and recommendations. But in this one, we're going to talk about how to do the fundamentals, how to set yourself up. So that's the checklist. So now let's get going. What happens when you first go to your LinkedIn and you go to linkedin.com, it's going to ask you if you want to log in or if you want to create a new profile. So in your case, if you don't have one yet, you're going to want to create a new profile. You're going to put in your name and your email as shown here, and then it's going to send you an email to confirm that you are indeed wanting to set up a LinkedIn profile, and then you're going to be able to do these next steps. And here we are now. So we've confirmed that yes, we are indeed a human, and it sent us an email. So now we can actually tell our story with our profile. So it wants us to get started with these 3 steps. So first, what we're going to do indeed is add the profile photo. So all you do is click on this, and we probably aren't going to add one of my puppies to her. We are going to add the profile photo. So go to your desktop and find the profile photo that you have saved there. So here we go. Perfect, lovely. So we can put her up a little bit down. We can zoom in, but I don't want to zoom in. We can straighten if it's a little bit crooked. We'll keep her straight. And there you go. We can add filters, which is kind of cool if I want to make her a little bit lighter, or if I want to change the hue a little bit. But I think the first one she sent me was perfect. So there we go. So now visibility. What you're allowed to do with your profile photo is have the public see it, which is the default. Everybody on LinkedIn who might be in your network or has upgraded to be in your network would have access to it. That's what public means. As well as Google search engines. Pretty cool, eh? Or you could make it that only your network sees it. People that are in your network that are on LinkedIn, or only those people that you have connected to, that you have directly connected to, can see your profile. So when I work with human resource people, they make it that only their network, only their connections can see it. So why do they do that? Because they want, they are very private on LinkedIn, because they're looking to hire people and don't want to be, and it's not in their business model to be approached unless they've reached out to someone. Other people like myself want to network and want to be found on LinkedIn, which is the majority of the people that go to LinkedIn. Because if you've looked at our first Coffee Break Learning on LinkedIn, it talks about why you're on LinkedIn, and you're on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is to business professionals what Facebook is to friends. So you're on LinkedIn because you're trying to take your networking game up a notch, and you're trying to network virtually. So you got to decide if it's only going to be those people that you approve, if it's going to be your network, which means it's people you've approved and all of the people they're connected to. So that's what the network means. Or if it's your network plus the public, which is your network plus Google, because LinkedIn business profiles, your profile is searchable by Google. So that's what that means. So your default is public, and I would keep that. So let's just save this photo. Lovely. So that's your first step. My goodness, you have a photo. Pretty exciting. So now what we want to do is add content to her profile. So we could start finding connections, but I'd rather not do that. Let me tell you why. It wants you to start finding connections right away. But then what happens is, as you're building your profile, your connections are going to get notifications that you've just added something. I'd rather you build the profile to a point that you're pleased with it, that yeah, okay, now I am going to build my network. So that's what you want to do. So we have another coffee break learning that is called Managing Your Sanity on LinkedIn, where we go through and we talk and I help you go through your settings, because there's a ton of notification settings on LinkedIn as soon as you join. So we added the photo, and that was all we did. And I suggested you don't build your network just yet. I suggested instead that we build this profile, get it to a point that you're proud of it, and then build your network. And there's a whole coffee break learning on how to build your network properly. Okay, so let's go and build this profile. How do we do it? Where do we go? Where did the profile go? Well, there's a few different ways to get there. The way I get there is by clicking on me, and then you click on View Profile. Okay, so that's how you're going to get to your profile. And then at this point, you'll see that you have a very bare profile here, and that's all that's there. So there's a couple things. There's this background photo, and there's this bio. This is the bio that I suggest you say something that is intriguing about who you are, not just what you do for a living, but who are you? Who are you? So we have something that we want to say for Leah. So how are we going to do that? We're going to click on this little pencil right here, and we're going to start adding the content. So we got the first name, you got your last name, visible to your network. So let's click on this. We want it visible to your network or your connections. Your network are people that you're connected to plus their network, up to 3 degrees away. So I'm connected to you, and then those people that are connected to you are 2 away, and those connected to them are 3 away. So you generally want it connected to 3 away, or all LinkedIn members is even better if you're trying to network. Now, what that means are there are people who have upgraded so that they can see beyond their network. So this will allow them to see you when you say all members. So again, it's up to you how you want to manage it. So let's just go ahead. So here is, I've been calling it bio. It's actually called a headline. So here's the headline I want you to change to something that really defines who you are. Okay, so we have this headline. I wanted her to stand out. Instead of saying something that is a job title, you want to really indicate who you are. And she has a genuine passion for helping students. So that's what we're actually going to put there as the first piece. So I want that first piece to stand out. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to add some positions: education and media. So what's cool here is you can upload external documents, photos, videos, and presentations. So obviously in my case, I've uploaded videos. You could also upload presentations if it's something that you have done that you'd say, you know what, if someone looks at my resume, they're just going to see where I've worked. But if someone looks at your LinkedIn profile, you can actually have so much dimension to it by adding a video here. So this is where I would do you should do an introduction about who you are and add it here. That would be very powerful over someone else, no question. So I'm just going to save this so you can see what we've done so far. So here we go. We've got her beautiful picture now, and we've got genuine passion for helping students achieve their goals. I absolutely love it. So let me just show you how to change this background. So again, I've clicked on this little pencil there, and you'll notice there's a little pencil right here. So I didn't actually size this, so this is just going to be pure luck. Oh my god, that's great. I love this picture. Okay, I'm a geek, as you know, so this is a fabulous picture. Isn't that a hoot? Oh my goodness, I love her to pieces. I asked her, I go, what defines you? And she sent me this picture. Cool, very cool. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this behind her. Neat, eh? So that's pretty cool. Anyways, okay, so here we go. We've got her background. Let's just save this, show you what she's looking like now. So now she's got some personality. She's got her profile, she's got her background, genuine passion for helping students achieve her goal. Sweet. Okay. bio that I keep on calling, but it's a headline, so it's very cool. So now what we want to do is go and add some more content. So there's a couple different ways we can do that. Click on this little pencil again to add all of her information. Or there's another way you can do it where we can go over here to add a new profile section. We can add work experience, education, volunteer experience. So either one will get you to the same place. So I'm just going to click on the little pencil over here, and we're going to get into adding a current position. So the current position we want to add here is, let me just go to a resume and get the title. There we go, faculty, and it's, oops, college. And the month, and we'll go to her resume and find out where that was. This is why you want to have your resume handy. 2010 to present. I'm going to make up a date for you. I'm going to say September and 2010. So you can see it's from. You say, well, how do I say to present? From, and if you currently work there, you indicate currently. And then you can indicate update my headline. You don't want to do that. I'm going to say update my industry, which we already had, but I'm not going to say update my headline. So be careful with that. Every time you indicate where you work and what you do, it's going to want to update your headline to the title of where you currently work. And I suggest that you want to instead keep the headline that we've put there. So if you have a description that you want to put there, I'm going to go look at her resume and see what description we might want to add there. So I'm just going to put the description there and share profile changes. So this is why I always suggest when you are updating your creating and setting up your LinkedIn profile for the first time, you want to be aware that every time you make a change, everyone who's on your network will see this change. So if you turn this off, they're not going to see the change. If you put it on, they will see the change. So often that what happens is when you're adding information, what you need to know is it's strategic. So if you want people to know that's what you do and that's where you work, you may want to say, yeah, I'm going to make that public so it becomes part of my activity. The next one I do for her, where it's past experience, I'm going to turn that off so it doesn't go out to her network and should be shared on LinkedIn. So let's just save this and see what it looks like now. So, whoa, we've achieved a new level on LinkedIn. We're now a intermediate. So what happens is when you link to a company and people are searching for you, they can search on LinkedIn with people who currently work at Fleming College in her case, and she'd be amongst the search results. So now we're going to go and put in some past companies that she worked for. So now when somebody is searching on LinkedIn and they search for a past company that she worked at, we haven't entered it yet, so she won't come up. But once we enter it, she'll come up. So that's why you want to put in past experience as well. So let's go take a look. So now we've got genuine passion, and we go back down here and we're seeing that she is faculty and she works there. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful, just beautiful. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is an error that was in here from before and that one. But now what happens is when I click on Fleming College, she is linked to the actual college, which is outstanding. Employees, here it is, all of the employees. So now when someone is searching for people that work at Fleming College, it comes up, which is pretty cool. They could put a background on their business page, but that's another conversation for another day, isn't it? We have a coffee break learning how to put the background on your own business page as well, but this is the profile. So pretty cool, eh? So we've got the background, we have, so let's just go, how do I go find her again? Find myself, because we're pretending we are updating your own profile. Click on the little me, click on view profile, and this allows us to update the profile. So we've got the background, we've got this profile, and we've set up one experience. But now as you can see, we've got a couple different ones here. So I'm going to click on a little pencil and I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to delete that one. Are you sure you want to delete this experience? Yes. And I may or may not delete the second one, but I need to go and see what it is. So as you connect it to a company that you work for currently or worked for in the past, their logo comes up and you become part of their search results. It allows you to network with those people that currently work there or worked there before, and it allows you to get found more. So let's go put in a couple more things, and then we'll come back. So I'll add a few more things. I won't make you sit there and watch me add them. I'll fast forward through it for you, and then we'll take our time in a couple other things. So let's take a look at this now. We've added some information and background information, so we have more experience here now. We have all of her experience, and we also have education. So now what happens is when somebody is looking to connect with someone whose name is Lee, and she knows, well, you know, I know she went to Sir Sandford, and I know we met at, you know, we met at University of New Brunswick. That must be her. It helps you get found. It helps you network better by having this kind of content there, all of your information. So now there's a few other things that I'd want you to do before you finish your profile and start networking. Let's take a look. There's what do you think is missing? Well, what we can add is a few more sections to the profile. So where would you get this? Right over here. You can add a few more sections to the profile. So let's click and see what kind of sections there are. There's work experience, which we've done. Education, which we've done already. We've put in 5 work experiences for education. Volunteer experience, and I'll let her go in and do this herself. But let's see, she also gave me a bunch of certifications that she has. Look at that. So why don't I add the certifications? Where would I do this? So again, I would go back here, add a new section, and where I would do that is under skills. So under skills, I would click on under skills, and I would you want to add skills in this location here. So let's just start adding skills. So let me do these one at a time and then come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so let's take a look. We've added a whole bunch of cool things. Now we've got Lee's activity, we've got her experience, we have her education, and we have these skills that we've added. So why are these skills important? When you're new onto LinkedIn, what will happen is LinkedIn will take it upon themselves to, every time you connect to people, it'll send them your skills and ask them if people agree that you're skilled in those. Very cool. So what they'll say is yes. And let's just take a look. We've got right here, we've got 2 pending endorsements. Somebody wants to say that, yeah, this person has these skills. So someone wants to say that, this is John Montgomery, he wants to say that Lee actually is skilled in Microsoft and she's skilled in teaching. So that's added now to Lee's profile. But what's cool about that is that people can see who endorsed her. And now that we've approved it, everybody that's connected to John sees that he's endorsed Lee. So it starts the growth, it starts the connection, it starts the networking, it starts the trust value that Lee is going to be having on LinkedIn. So we have a whole other Coffee Break Learning segment on how to network and how to grow. This one's just on how to set up your profile. So adding some adding some skills is important because it'll send your skills out to people you start connecting to, and it'll ask them to endorse you, that you actually have those skills, and that's where the magic starts. That's where the networking starts. So it's pretty cool. So we've added skills, we've added education, we've added experience, we have a lovely picture, and we have a fabulous background. We're doing well. The last thing I would do, and I have a whole Coffee Break Learning on it, is right here. We would go to edit public profile URL. So this is what I'd want you to go here and edit the public profile URL. What we're doing is we're customizing it. So right now, if Lee was going to send this out, if she was going to add to the bottom of her email a signature saying connect with me on LinkedIn, right now she would have to have it with this long bunch of numbers on it. So if you click on this, what we're going to try and do is actually have her name on here, and click on save. Oh, that's excellent. Wow, she's done. So basically now what we've done is we've customized and we've branded her URL by clicking on this little pencil and customizing it to her first and last name. So it's nice and short. We don't have all those numbers to it, so she can put this link at the bottom of her email signature and ask people to connect with her, or she can send it out to people through a newsletter and ask people to connect with her. So she's there now, so that's pretty awesome. So now we've actually customized and edited her public profile, her public URL, and we're done. That's all I wanted to show you in this coffee break learning on how to create your LinkedIn profile. Let's just go take a look at her because I'm very proud of how she looks. Let's go view Lee's profile. Here we go. You ready? I'm pretty excited. I'm excited. You excited? She's excited. I can't wait to show her. Woo! So that background now has been changed to a mathematical, very cool looking computer, and I'm gonna have to ask her what the story is there. We've got a beautiful headline. We have her gorgeous photo. Scroll down. We have her experience, and we have her education, and we also have some endorsements, and we have interests from different schools that she went to. Now she could also, as I said before, put in her volunteering activity, and that would give her even more ability to network with people. She could also summarize experience and interests. So I would go to her resume and look at this. So I'm just copy this for her there at this point. Could add this little summary here and add that to the profile, so it gives it some more depth. Another thing that I don't have on here is, hey, we're an all-star. Congratulations, Lee. You are now an all-star on LinkedIn. So we got the background, we've got her photo, and she's now an all-star. Awesome. I'm very happy about that. So let's just see, there is one other thing that I didn't do, and that's how people connect to you on LinkedIn. You can also customize on LinkedIn how you want people to connect with you. So you would click on this pencil, and I haven't asked her as to how she wants people on LinkedIn to connect with her, but that's the last thing you would do, is you would click on this and you would put in an email if you want them to email you, or your phone number if you want them to call you, or you would put in a website, or you would put in just instructions on how they should call you, or maybe you just want in-mails through LinkedIn itself. Well, there you go. We've created a gorgeous LinkedIn profile. So the next coffee break learning that you'll want to take a look at would be how to grow on LinkedIn. If you do have a company and you'd like to create a company page, we have coffee break learnings how to create your LinkedIn company page, of course. The next thing you're going to want to do is start posting. So we have coffee break learnings on how to post properly on LinkedIn. Everything you post ends up becoming part of your activity. It remains a part of your profile. So we have coffee break learnings on showing you how to do that. Remember, anything you like, anything you comment on also becomes part of your activity on LinkedIn. So when I was logging in as Lee, I had her like one of my own videos that I wrote, that I uploaded a few days ago. So you'll see her activity shows that she's liked that video. So remember, anything that you like, anything that you post remains a part of your LinkedIn profile. So it gives it more dimension. So I hope you are now able to create your own LinkedIn profile with those 5 steps.